Hey, welcome. I'm Tom Sinclair. Welcome to Streaming Idiots. I tell you what, we are always having something cool cooking on this show. And today, no, we don't have anything cool. Oh, well, never mind. You can stop watching now. I'm just teasing. If you're watching live, welcome. Glad to see so many of you in the chat room today. That keeps me on the straight and narrow, knowing that you're paying attention. If you're watching us on YouTube, thank you for watching here too, and we hope you'll subscribe. In fact, we really hope you'll tune in to one of the live shows because there's a lot of chit chat that goes on before the show and after the show, and of course in the chat room where folks are sharing ideas and other cool things. So we welcome you to join us. The idea behind this show is that one guy with one PC properly equipped, there's the parentheses, can really do a good broadcast. One guy, one PC, one awesome broadcast. That's right. And we are in our fourth year, maybe. We've done 3 years. Started out with that VidBlaster Guy back in 2012. And that was July 2012. So let's see, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, we're in our fourth year. So it's been a lot of fun, and we've had a lot of good feedback with it. Got a really packed show today, so let me dive in real quick. First off, I want to remind you guys that the Magewell Pro Capture SDI card is on sale, and I'm going to bring up the little what do we call it? The pre-show view, and there's the card. It's really cool card. I've used it here in the studio, and have installed it in several custom PCs, and it's just a little workhorse. And I'm not allowed to say that it's on sale, so I take that back. But just out of the screen view in the top right-hand corner is a code. It is MWPCSDI, MWPCSDI. And if you use that code at checkout by before the promotion ends on the 15th, which is in like 3 or 4 days, you will get, I'm not allowed to say it, in my agreement with Magewell, because they want everything to be sold at retail price. So go there, put the code in the cart, you'll see what I'm talking about. And if that's what you're looking for, you got it. The other thing that is going on, and I just realized it the other day, I had put in the wrong price on the Magewell Pro Capture Quad HDMI card when it's powered with vMix. And I don't know what I was thinking. So the price is like $260 lower now online at $11.29. And what we've done is we've just taken the Magewell card and we bundled it with vMix. So we can, you know, you can do the math however you want to and say, okay, well, the Magewell card's $8.99, the vMix is $3.50, the total of those is whatever that is. I guess $12.50, and here it is at $11.29. So we're, you know, this is the savings all in vMix, or is the savings in Magewell? Well, Magewell doesn't allow us to put things on sale. So anyway, and this is a regular price. This is not a sale price. This is a regular price. That price right there is what we would sell it for every day. So if you're interested, there it is on the website. Go get it. Buy a bunch of them. Free, unlimited tech support from me, both on the vMix and on the card. The card comes with a 1-year warranty, and vMix gets free updates for a year. In fact, after a year, they're only $60, so it's a pretty good deal there. So that's all the advertising. Oh, and full disclosure, I'm a licensed reseller for VidBlaster and vMix and Magewell and a bunch of other stuff, and I'd be happy to help you with that. Plus, we build custom PCs for clients that want something that works the first time, don't want to play around with it. So if you're not into the hobby, if you want to make it work, right now we've got them in racetracks and ball fields and churches all over the U.S. And Canada. Let's talk about, I'm looking at my notes here. Let's go first. We've got lots of stuff to do today. But before we do, let's I should have done this pre-show. Sorry about that. Let's go to this, and we're just going to capture the desktop at 30 frames a second. We'll show the cursor. And so this shot right here is my desktop. Yay, that's me over on the left-hand side. The little orange border up here tells me that I'm in preview. Over there, the one with the green border at the top, that's the program or the main output. So that's what you're seeing at home. And obviously, we've got the infinity view there. But what I want to show you real quickly is in the top right-hand corner is settings, and that's going to pop up a menu. And that menu in the left-hand column, you see the left-hand column over here in black, one of the selections is tally lights. And there are lots of different ways to do tally lights in vMix. You can use tally-lights. Ted at Tally Lights has got great tally lights, and you can see it's Tally Lights LLC. And they work just automatically. If you've got tally lights set up hardwired into your system, you can assign your pins here for preview and active. But you can also use your Wi-Fi and connect your cell phone. So by that address, 192.162-1-117 :8088/tally, if I put that into my cell phone, I can get a tally light. So I've got an old cell phone here. You can see the cracks on the screen. And I can go to my, that's my grandson. And I can go to my, let's go back a little bit. I can go into my browser, and right up at the top of the browser, holy cow, no telling what I was doing there. Let me see if I've got another shot I can use. Nope. Well, you'll just have to take my word for it that I am putting in 19288 tally. There we go. And it brings up a screen that basically shows me each one of the inputs in vMix. So I can choose any one of those inputs, and this cell phone becomes a tally light for that input. So let's choose, there's one called Tom Chat, and that's this shot right here. Let me put the chat back up. So this is Tom Chat. This is what we use in pre-show. This is me and everybody else just chatting about. So let's go back to our cell phone. So we're going to select Tom Chat as the indicator. Now currently Tom Chat, in fact, let's go back here. Tom Chat is not in the preview window. What's in the preview window right now is the Logitech HD webcam C310, and in the program window, the output window, is the desktop capture. So and if you notice down, see me down here at the bottom? Down here at the bottom, see the blue above me? That says that I'm really not an active input at this point. If I was orange, like this one down here, I would be in preview. If I was green, like the ones above me, I would be in output. What sometimes is called program. But when I change, let's see, let's change Tom Chat. We're going to make Tom Chat in program. Well, let's see. Let's take the Logitech. Yeah, we'll put that over there so you can see that for a second. And I'm going to take Tom Chat and I'm going to put it in preview. And when I do, oh, I cut straight to it. That was stupid. Let's go back. All right. Take a deep breath, Tom. You can do this. All right. Tom Chat currently is in preview. You can see it right there. Let's do something else. I'm going to take myself and put me in program. There you go. I turned green. Now let's take me, and Tom Chat is now over there in preview. If I wanted to put something else in preview, Tom Chat would become inactive. And let me show you this this overhead shot. So I'm going to put Tom Chat back in preview, and immediately it goes to orange. And then I'm going to put Tom Chat in program. And you see there's about a half a second delay. But imagine this, and this is my spare camera. It's got a cracked spare cell phone. It's got a cracked screen. It's not really of any use to me. The phone part of it has been disabled. So, you know, I can't make a call on it. I guess I can make a 911 call, but that's not it. And I've told it in settings, don't turn the screen off. Let the screen be on all, excuse me, 24/7. And, you know, eventually it'll run out of battery. But if I'm doing, say, a 3-hour broadcast, I can take this and I can mount this on top of my camera so that obviously it's going to be facing me. It's facing me, not you. So that I'll know when I'm in preview and when I'm in program and when I'm in, let's see, let's cue this shot up right here. Oh, this is really interesting. It's turned green in the preview, and of course in the Chroma Key. You see, you can see the Chroma Key for it. So now I'm back in preview. Can I change the live color? Yes, I can change the live color. Great question, Martin. I can change the colors to be anything I want to. Oh, Andrew says no, the colors are set. I thought I read that you could change the colors. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's take a quick look. Tally lights. Swap preview active. Well, maybe I misspoke. Andrew says you can't change the colors. Martin asked if you can to change the live color to red, which is typically what it would be. Let's go off script here for just a second. We'll go off script. And, well, before we go off script, let me get my screen back up because I want you to see what we might be doing. So I'm going to go off script just a second. And we'll go to settings. You can see that. And seems to me there was a way to change those colors. Options. Well, I don't want to spend too much time with it. But I recall that I could change those colors in the preview window here at one point, and I don't remember how I did that. Because I remember anyway, we'll come back to that on a follow-up to this. But suffice to say, we'll go back here and put Tom Chat in preview, and so I'm going to go orange, and then we'll cut to that, and so I'll go green. I think there is. Yep. I don't think you can reassign them as group colors, Timothy, although that's a good thought. Welcome, Timothy. Glad to have you. But I seem to recall being able to change these colors, but maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, that's how you would do it. So if you're interested in a low-cost tally light system with no wires, the trick is you've all got to be on the same Wi-Fi network. Whatever your production PC is, and your cell phones have to be on the same Wi-Fi network. But that should be pretty easy to set up. And, you know, whatever the limits of your Wi-Fi network are. If you can go 100 feet, 200 feet, then this will do that too. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool, I say. Yes, indeed. All right, now I've got to turn this thing off or it's going to continue to distract me when it changes color. One other thing happened. Let's see, what did we do? Boy, I need to start all three of those sentences again, don't I? Before last week's show, a couple days before last week's show, I upgraded my production PC from Windows 7, which I've been relatively happy with, to Windows 10 because it kept reminding me to, and it was just annoying, and I finally just gave up and did it. I had already updated my my super stud Asus gamer laptop from Windows 8, which it had on it when I got it, which I detested Windows 8, to Windows 10, which was far more Windows 7-ish than Windows 8. And didn't really notice anything negative, and worked with it for about 6 weeks. In fact, I did a couple of shows previously on it where we hooked it up to the Thunderbolt box, which actually we've finally found a name for, but we'll come back to that. And had no problems with Windows 10, so I decided to upgrade the production PC here to Windows 10, and have had no problems with it. It's an i7 quad core. It's the second generation, the 2600K, that is overclocked a tad from 3.4 to 4.2 gigahertz. I guess maybe that's more than a tad, but it's got liquid cooling and some other things that try to keep it cool. And so it runs really well. Today we are a little high on CPU at 86%. We're streaming a 720 stream and a 180 stream and recording 1080p. So I'm wondering if maybe Windows 10 uses a little bit more CPU and is not quite as efficient as Windows 7. I might try a drop back to that. The other upgrade that we made just today was the production PC here was using vMix version 16.0.0.92, and there was an incremental update from 0.92 to 0.104, and we went ahead and took that. Haven't really noticed any difference. Well, didn't notice one difference is that the audio mixer, which generally can be undocked and placed on a different monitor if you want to, so that you've got more room for your input modules. Generally, when you restart it, it kind of goes back to docked position, but this time it remembered its undocked position, and that's one of the features in 104, is that it will do that. It also has a performance improvement and reduction in render time when it displays 8 inputs on the screen at the same time. And I've got 2, 4, 6. I've got exactly 8 that I'm looking at right here. And it also added 2 Chroma Key anti-aliasing options. Easy for me to say. And I'll get to that in just a second when we look at Chroma Key. It updated FFmpeg to the latest version and fixed a bunch of bugs. So if you haven't updated to to vMix 104, well, I took a second when I did it earlier today, and I made a little video about it. So let me show you the video. Let's see if I got the video thing right. I did not test this, so we'll see if it works. Hold on, let's see if this works. Hi, Tom Sinclair with Eastern Shore Broadcasting. This is how you update vMix from inside vMix. Look at my vMix there. In the bottom left-hand corner below the Add Input button, it says Update Available. And that happens just automatically whenever there's an available update. So let's click that. It'll bring up the user account control on my PC, which I'm going to tell it yes. And then it brings up the vMix update window. And it tells me there in white that my installed version is 16.0.0.92, but the current version is 16.0.0.104. If I click here to find out what's new in this version, it'll take me to the vMix forum and will tell me what the updates are to version 104. And basically, mostly, it's a lot of bug fixes, and we want those, so we're going to say update. And it's now going to download and install the update, and it'll take a few minutes to do this. No sense in waiting for that. But that's how you do an update in vMix. It's really simple. You don't have to close a bunch of programs. You don't have to do anything. Of course, you don't want to do this right before a broadcast because you're not exactly sure how it's going to work. There you go. vMix will need to close some open programs before continuing. Please finish what you're doing before clicking yes. Well, let's finish this recording, and that's how you update vMix. Tom Sinclair, Eastern Shore Broadcasting. Thank you. Well, and at that point, it actually asked me to restart the PC, for the changes to be effective. So it was a good thing that we cut it off at that point. But that's how easy it is. It's really, really painless. So I commend that to you. Go ahead and keep yourself updated. It's probably worth it for just the FFmpeg updates. Andrew said in chat just a second ago, going back to Windows 10, that I can probably take the Windows search indexer out, which I had meant to. Andrew, I appreciate you mentioning that. And we're not going to do it right now, but we will do it later. Also want to talk a little bit about Chroma Key. And Chroma Key is really pretty cool. Let's see. I'm going to use, this is my regular shot right here. This is what this is reality right here. This is as good as it gets. And then of course oh, you can't see this shot. Well, let's just switch positions here. There you go. And so the shot, the screen over here is going to be basically the output. And this window right here, yay, right here, what we want to do is actually, you can see that window. It's right over there, that input that has the orange one about it. And so I'm going to come over here with the cursor, and I'm going to click the little gear icon, that little gear cog, which is settings. And I would go, it probably might come up in the general key. I'm going to slip down to color key. And what I want to do is make this a chroma key. And so I use color key, and then I'm going to say color key, and then I'm going to select the eyedropper and just click in the green, and it takes all the green, keys it out, and gives me a black background, which is actually the absence of anything. And here's our new anti-aliasing feature. So we've got low, medium, and high, and that's going to be interesting to play with. I'll just put it on medium. Sometimes you might have to click the auto chroma key button to get it to do that. And there you go. That's a pretty darn good key right there. A lot of the key to the key, I think, is good lighting. So we've got the key there, and I can take this image, me over here on the big side, and I can just insert it on top of anything, and I'm going down to the bottom to the inputs down here. If I just touch the 1 here, suddenly I pop up on top of whatever's in the background. So that's a quick way to add me to a key. Another way to do it would be, let's see, let's select, I don't know if you can see down here in the bottom center, we've just got a little Logitech HD webcam C310 shot. I'm going to click the gear icon on it, and that'll pick it up. And I'm going to come down here to multi-view, and I'm going to put myself into this picture. So multi-view number 1 is going to be, and in this case it is the virtual Tom main cam, because that's the name of that shot. And as soon as I click that, poof, here I am right on top of that. Now that's how easy it is to do chroma key. Let's see, if I wanted to put the lower third in here, here's the Be Right Back. Notice how the Be Right Back covers my shoulder. So if I wanted to be on top of the Be Right Back, I would come back here, I would take Virtual Tom webcam, and I would put myself in at number 3, and we just let number 1 open. And so whatever the higher the number, the one that's on top. So if I decide to say Be Right Back, we'll take that off, and we're going to put Be Right Back on 4. Where is Be Right Back? Now, see, we can't find it. Be Right Back. There it is. Now it's on top of me. Whatever's the higher number here on the left-hand side of the multi-views, that's the one that ends up on top. So let's take a cut to that one. So I'm sitting on my desktop, and I won't be really right back because I'm not going anywhere. But this is the shot right here, and we'll go back into the shot, and we'll take the color key out, and so we see what it is. We can put it back in, and then we can add this shot to any other shot just by clicking the overlay button down at the bottom, or we can add this shot to any other shot. For example, this shot right here is a combination of me and a backdrop and a foreground drop. So we'll go into the gear icon for that one. We'll go into position, we'll go into multi-view, and you can see I left number 1 open, but number 2 is Tom main cam. That's me right here. Number 3 is the lower third right here. Number 4 I've left open, and number 5 is the easternshorebroadcasting.com over here. So I've got the input is actually the background. The input is the background. That's the input that we're working with right here. And then we're adding to this video input, because that's a short video right there. We're adding me, we're adding the lower third over here, and Eastern Shore Broadcasting over here. And you can see that those are on top of me because they're a higher number in this setup. Okay, that's pretty cool. And Andrew says in chat, going back to the tally lights, that the way to change colors is in the general settings display page. Click on output color and then change to red. You can change the preview and output colors. So he says he was wrong and he wants everybody to know it. So now everybody knows it. Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate you sharing. Andrew is one of those very strong, humble individuals that you need to surround yourself with people like that. Okay, so that's tally lights, and that's Chroma Key, and we've got just a few minutes left. Do we have time? Do we dare? Do we dare? Let's try it. How long is this video? The video is 4 minutes. No, it's 9 minutes. We won't do that. We'll do that next week. What I was thinking about, and if you'd like, if you're interested, I'll do it in post show, and towards the end of post show, and play the video. But basically, the vMix scoreboard is really, really cool. And when you use it with the vMix titler and the title editor, you can manipulate all of your data variables and put them wherever you want to, and then set up shortcuts to do your entries into them. And so we set up, and I can probably show this to you without making it start. So let's see, play on transition, pause after transition. Let's see if we can just have this come over without playing. Yeah, there we go. And in the preview window, the program window, the top right window, the one with the green top border, you can see you've got a graphic down at the bottom. And down at the bottom of this graphic are the scores, and right above the team name are 3 dashes, and those dashes basically represent timeouts. Not a big deal, but for some folks that want to be able to display how many timeouts are left. And it's kind of I think it's an ego thing. It certainly is for me. I want my scoreboards in my productions to look as good as professional productions like on ESPN and ABC and other networks like that. So the more of these kind of additional features we can add, the better. The one that we seem to always struggle with is the clock. And we'll be demonstrating, probably not next week, but maybe the week after that, a way to actually get the clock into your vMix production. So that's going to be a lot of fun too. I can see we are right at 30 minutes, and I want to try to keep the videos to 30 so that you can watch them in a reasonable period of time. You know, what I used to do with some people's videos, it'd be a long hour and a half. I say, well, I'll just watch a part of it and then I'll go back, but I would never ever go back. So we're trying to keep these to more manageable chunks. So, having said all that, it is indeed time for me to close out this show. It's been a treat to be with you today. If you've got questions, if you've got questions about any of this and you think I can help, probably I can. I'm always in the in the deep end way over my head on this stuff. But if you think I can help, shoot me a note, tom@easternshorebroadcasting.com, and I'd be happy to reply and give you whatever information I might have. If you're interested in software or hardware and you think we might have what you want, check out our store at easternshorebroadcasting.com. We'll be happy to get stuff to you ASAP. And if you're interested in a custom PC build, that is, if you're tired of fooling around with equipment that doesn't do what you need it to do and you want the right thing, you want a permanent solution, shoot me an email, call me. You can go into Eastern Shore Broadcasting. My phone number is actually on the website, so you can reach me like that if you want to. And I do take calls. It's fun. We'll talk about calls another time. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Tom Sinclair, definitely the chief streaming idiot, and we'll see you on an upcoming show.